So let's go ahead and jump into the main topic for the week. So again, like I said, we are saying emotionally healed men are sexy. So that is our topic for the day. Let's get started with the questions. Mm-hmm. What is emotionally healed to you? Whoever wants to take it first.
I believe step one is looking myself in the mirror and acknowledging, what do I need to fix about myself first?
Mm-hmm. Self-awareness.
Right, self-awareness, right. Because in order for me to be vulnerable and transparent to like anyone or any individual or group of people, like you have to figure out what's internally like going on with you first.
I know you want to get away and you need time to yourself. Feeling so overwhelmed with problems. Seems like nothing can solve it. Know you need a mental break. Well, come on and pull up a chair and have some fun with a couple friends just like you. Oh, this is Aunties and Mimosas. If you come in a little closer, you'll see we live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Aunties and Mimosas. I'm your girl, Dr. Sharp.
And I'm your girl, Miss Lady.
And we got some new uncles today, y'all. It's still Men's Mental Health Month, but we got some new uncles. We got Uncle Dev over here and also Uncle Cairo.
Thank you guys for joining us this month.
Welcome.
No, for sure.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all. So let's get into the drink of the week.
So we're going to dive right on into the drink of the week. And this week we have a Caribbean mimosa. It is 3 parts champagne, 2 parts pineapple juice, 2 parts Malibu rum. Oh, I forgot the grenadine. Dang it.
It's okay. And I told you it's on the cards.
I know, and I still forgot. Anyway, it's supposed to have grenadine, but I definitely forgot it. And then we garnished with a lime wedge. So we're going to all taste it on camera and give our honest feedback.
All right.
All right, ready?
Oh, wait. We got a ring for champagne.
We got to ring the bell.
Bing.
Okay. Cheers.
Amen.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. It's a little strong, but it's good.
It is.
Strong is good, though.
It's a little strong.
It's like I'm in Mexico.
I'm sorry. My hand be a little heavy-handed.
Oh.
It's like a pina colada.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a little strong.
You don't drink. You don't count.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. So that came out real good.
Yeah, I like that. I don't even think whatever you miss, I don't even think it mattered.
You don't. It just came out good.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. So we gotta go on down to our icebreakers today. So if you guys haven't watched the show, what we normally do is have an icebreaker to get our guests to relax. So we're gonna ask y'all 2 questions and y'all give us y'all feedback. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So the first icebreaker is, if you could have only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? So Uncle Dave, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. I'm a big pasta person.
Okay. Pasta.
So probably like Alfredo, I'll be good.
Any kind of Alfredo?
Does it have to have a protein in it?
Oh, gotta have chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, you said Alfredo. I thought you was eating noodles and
No,
sauce.
we
Noodles
ain't
and
just noodles.
sauce.
I need the sauce, I need the chicken, I need all that.
Okay. So chicken Alfredo. And what about you?
So I would most likely pick salmon.
Okay.
But they say you're not supposed to eat that much fish. Like every single day. But I still pick that though.
Yeah.
Because I can probably add sauces and, a lot of vegetables to it and grill it, bake it, sear it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I feel
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So for me, that's good with the salmon because I could probably I couldn't be a vegetarian or a vegan, but I could probably go pescatarian, which is the person that can only eat out of the sea because I love seafood.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick something, I would probably do, let's see, like a red snapper. Because you can do it in so many different ways. I actually went to a Haitian restaurant Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
And tried fried red snapper and stewed red snapper. So it came out really good. It was
That's
good.
dope.
Okay,
Yeah.
I never had
stewed
that.
red
Yeah,
snapper. That's a little fancy. Mine would be salmon as well. I love salmon as is right now. So somebody makes fun of me talking about, "Dang, every time I talk to you, you eat salmon," but it would probably be salmon for
I
me.
feel that.
All right. And then moving right along, we're going to get to know something about you guys. Uncle Cairo, you can go with this one. What is your most memorable vacation?
I would say when I went to DR
And why?
because well, I didn't go to Punta Cana. I went to I can't think of where I was at. It was like an hour and a half outside of Punta Cana. I cannot think of the name where I was at. But it was like more chill. It was like relaxing, you know.
Yeah, I went to Santo Domingo, which is the capital.
That's not it. It's another one.
No.
I'll get the answer to y'all and I'll let you know.
Mm.
But I just like it because it was so relaxing because I told myself like once I hit my 30s,
Mhm.
like I was gonna enjoy myself,
Yeah.
enjoy life. I was gonna just pay for it, put it on the credit card, and I'll pay
And
it
worry
back
about it later.
Yeah,
Worry
worry
about
about it
it
later.
later,
But so it was cool because it was relaxing. I just, everything on what we do is within our jobs and careers, we're so much into work, but we never vacation. Like I read an article saying that Americans, we don't take a lot of vacation days.
Yeah, because
Or
they
something
don't
like
give
that.
it to
They don't
us
give
like
us
the
that
rest of
much.
the
We can't.
Or if we do,
Yeah.
like we feel pressed, we have to be there. So
yeah.
I just told myself I was going on vacation, but that was my most memorable one. So
Because I will mute everybody when I'm on vacation. Don't call me, don't ask me no questions.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
One person got a pass, but that's because he was the new hire. I was like, you could text me. The
But
rest
that's
of them,
Don't
don't.
call
Absolutely not.
Mm.
D&D.
Yeah, right. And what about you?
I say the Bahamas.
Bahamas?
Was lit. It was close to New Year's, so they have a big festival called Junkanoo. So like the people are outside, everybody's having a good time. There's a place called Fish Fry, so everybody's out there getting food, drinking, having a good time. So I'll probably say that one. The culture was amazing.
Amazing.
So that was like the big thing.
Okay.
Dang.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right in the Bahamas.
Right
That's
in
not
the
even that far
Bahamas.
away.
Mhm.
Ain't
Sounds
got to
like a
even
new
travel
one.
that
Sounds-
far. Sound like somewhere we're going to need to go.
Next year.
Mhm.
I would say for me would be my trip to Jamaica. We went last year for her birthday and we had a really good time. It was just grown women being grown women. We were having fun and the food, the culture, the fruit, like it was just
Yeah, we tried like
everything. Like it was everything. The sun was everything.
The sun was
like,
sunning.
I even got a tattoo out there. So like I just liked it. So that was my most memorable one.
Most memorable vacation for me. I'm gonna do Mexico.
Oh,
Because
Mexico was fun.
we were on the we went to Cancun and then we took this
The
cruise
catamaran.
on the catamaran. Not your part of the catamaran, but my part of the catamaran was fun. Because I was they had like this big net part at the front that you can like lay out on and sunbathe while it's going to the island. We went to Isla Mujeres.
Mhm.
And so while you going out there and then you get the option to snorkel also. So like that's one of my favorite events.
Yeah, I was hanging on the side of the boat throwing up.
I wasn't even
It
gonna
was-
tell nobody.
It was not good.
Going through
It
it.
was not
What's
good.
that? What's that word again? You had to practice that word.
What, Isla
Isla-
Mujeres?
Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't have to practice.
Okay.
He said, "I got it like that."
I got it like that. My nephew is half Mexican, so
Okay, gotcha.
So there you go.
so yeah. I tried to speak to him the same way his mom and grandparents on his mom's side do.
Mhm.
So
That's dope though.
yeah,
You get to
'cause-
learn a little something too.
Little
yeah, we
something.
learning.
Some,
TT
some.
learning while he learning.
Right,
so
yeah.
we learning as a family.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm. I dropped all my cards.
Oh, you dropped your cards.
dropped
Okay. Well, I'll run into the next one then. So the next topic we're going to go on down to is called Get in Your Bag. And we give you a financial tip every show also. But this financial tip is going to seem a little antiquated or maybe old, but check your receipts. And the reason why I say this is Walmart has agreed to pay $1.46 million settlement in the state of New Jersey because they overcharging people on their receipts.
Mm.
And that's was charged in November. I'm sorry, not November. That was charged in April of this year. And then Dollar General also settled in the state of New Jersey for $1.2 million, and an additional $1.18 million dollar fine for scanning your items at higher prices than what they actually say.
Oh, that's crazy.
What?
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
Walmart is over here overcharging. They're saying it's ounces, but it's really charged in pounds or something, anything like that. And then Dollar General is just straight out. It says this on the shelf, $1.99, and they charge you $2.99 at the register.
That's crazy. I'm glad you said that because I'm definitely a person to be like, you want your receipt? I'd be like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
good. I'm
I
gonna
kind of
get that
trust you. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
Now I
I'm
know.
like that too.
So it's okay to hold the line up and look at my receipt.
Oh, because I'm going to hold it.
Mhm.
I'm holding the line.
Yeah. It's just like the drive-through. Go through the drive-through. Let me check this bag.
Let me check this
in
bag
case.
before I
Every
pull out
time.
because I don't want to come
Every-
back, and I'm going to come back.
I'm the
Exactly.
one. I'm the one that's gonna come back
Mhm.
Every time.
every
I
time.
mean, it makes sense though, because when we're shopping for that fruit or that vegetable and we see that price that's advertised, and then we go to the actual line and pay for it, we like,
That don't seem right.
Mm.
okay,
Yeah, right,
like, whatever,
right.
like,
I know I did
and then
the
we just
math
be
right in my
whatever,
head.
like, just go
Well, I
ahead.
went to Brahms last night, and I told that lady I want a single dip strawberry shortcake sundae with no whipped cream, and she charged me for a double dip.
Oh, did you go? What
When
happened?
we got there, I was like, ma'am, did you charge me for a double dip?
Mm.
She goes, well, I didn't take your order, but let me correct it. I don't care who corrected. Y'all charged me too much because
Mhm.
my total was only supposed to be $5. Got an ice cream for me, ice cream for my grandma.
Mhm.
$5. Why am I spending $7?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because all
Sure.
coins matter.
Oh,
They
for
do
sure.
right now. They do.
Well, I'm glad y'all said that now.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, do you guys grocery shop?
I do.
Yeah.
Y'all coupon?
Not really.
I do- that-
Okay, so I do. So I like Kroger.
Kroger's
Put that
good
number
with the
in.
10
I
for
like,
10.
I like
Yeah.
Kroger's. Like
Mhm.
that 10 for 10 kind of tricky though, because you got to get
All the items that's on.
you have to get 10. Like
But you can mix and match. Because if
You
you want
can.
10 different things and they all got 10 for 10,
you can get that.
You can
I look
get
at the digital weekly deal every single
those are
week.
good too. Yeah.
Like,
I'm a
and
Tom
I also
Thumb
go
person.
to the clearance aisle. So
Mm.
Y'all making me feel bad. I ain't
Well-
doing it right.
Now you can't pay full price because they're gonna get
Yeah.
over on you every time.
Yeah, true.
Mm-mm. I go to
That's
Tom
facts.
Thumb. That's my store.
Tom
Tom
Thumb?
Thumb be having all the deals. So.
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I heard about Tom Thumb.
From Kroger, the Target Cartwheel app. I will price match at Best Buy. I do not care.
No, I
I'm
feel
gonna
it.
get I'm gonna get a coupon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For sure.
I need a
You got-
discount.
You gotta get all the discounts you can. Yes. Okay. Can I see your card, friend? Since mine fell on the floor. No, this one.
Oh, I didn't know which one you was on. My bad.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump down into Get Your Help. Okay, so signs that you are emotionally healing. So today's episode is about emotionally healed men. So I decided to go ahead and do our emotionally healing tips. So signs that you are emotionally healing is being able to look back on the situation without overcoming your emotion, being overcome by your emotions.
Mhm.
So, you had a bad breakup and, you look back on that breakup and you can be like, okay, I'm not as upset as I was whenever we first broke up. First 5 stages of healing is denial, anger, I can't say it, barging, can't say it.
Bargaining.
I can't say it. Barging.
What?
What is going on?
Fight back, fight
Anyways,
back.
I had a little stroke right there real quick. Depression and acceptance. What's going on with me today?
Mhm.
Acceptance. So those are some stages that, you can look at whenever you are healing. So first you're going to start off with that denial. Like, no, I didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't me. I just,
That
it
sounds
wasn't
like
me.
the 5 stages of grief, like
Yeah,
somebody
right.
died.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
little bit,
it is
yeah.
kind of though. Like,
It's close.
whenever you're going through, it's trauma. So
all the deep
whenever
emotions.
you're healing,
Yeah.
you're going through that. And it's a good movie to watch. What's the name of that? With the little girl. It's like a little cartoon. They got the little emotions.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
They
Yeah,
just
that's
got
a
a
good
new
one.
one on
They
Netflix.
got
New
the
one,
second
yeah.
one,
That's a
so
good
that'll
one.
be
Yeah.
a good one to watch. Since
Yeah,
it's-
because Inside Out, now she's a teenager in the second one, and she has anxiety.
Anxiety.
Maybe I do watch Disney movies. Don't judge me.
It's
But
that's a really good one though. That one's a really good one to watch to help with your emotions.
And I think embarrassment is a part of it too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
100%.
Because it's like when she's going through puberty, she's unlocking different emotions.
Yeah.
So.
Embarrassment is a good one though, because a lot of people don't think about being embarrassed. They just,
Well, if you want a raunchy adult version of that, you can watch Big Mouth on Netflix.
Ooh, I do watch Big Mouth too. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not that PG, but it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, I can learn about your hormone monster.
So those are some emotional healing signs. So check your emotional healing. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the main topic for the week. So again, like I said, we are saying emotionally healed men are sexy. So that is our topic for the day. Let's get started with the questions. Mm-hmm. What is emotionally healed to you? Whoever wants to take it first.
I believe step one is looking myself in the mirror and acknowledging, what do I need to fix about myself first?
Mm-hmm. Self-awareness.
Right, self-awareness, right. Because in order for me to be vulnerable and transparent to like anyone or any individual or group of people, like you have to figure out what's internally like going on with you first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And once you can do that, then I feel like you can be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's when you can, express everything of what's going on with you inside, your life and things like that. So
for sure.
That's good. What about you, Uncle Dev?
I think it's also, that's definitely, I agree with that, but also being authentic with yourself. Mm-hmm. So like we tend to try to fight these emotions, fight these feelings and fight to express them. But it's like, that's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like just be honest with yourself and stop trying to hide it because that's when you explode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of it too, is just kind of being authentic and understand like I am this person.
Mm-hmm.
I am this emotional being or whatever you might want to call it. Like, tap into that. It's okay. Just express it in the right manner.
Do you think that maybe some people don't know how to express
it? Oh yeah,
it?
for sure.
So that might be the cause of why they can't express it because they don't know what emotion it is that they're trying to express.
I think you continue to ask yourself questions with that too. Because I'm into therapy and stuff like that. And there's always a root cause.
Always.
So usually you start at point A and you're like, nah, it's deeper than that. So you go to B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's deeper than that. Then you go to C and then you get down to the end. Like example, like a lot of us do certain things based on our parents.
Mm-hmm.
We might have not realized that. But as we continue to kind of see them, you be like, I do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that too.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Like just what he was saying. So let's just say if, back in the day, we look at our parents, they going through being angry or something like that. And then the dad or the mom go get a 6-pack or something and start drinking.
Mm-hmm.
We see that every single day. So we think as we're growing up,
the 6-pack is the answer.
That's what the answer is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been times like in my life, like a lot of stress going on. Like I go to Boomer Jacks or something, go get me a little $3
$3 crowning down. Go ahead.
Right. Just if we've been transparent and vulnerable right now, like it really just I can escape for a couple hours,
mm-hmm.
but then again I got to come back to it.
I got to come back to it.
But at that point, within that 2 hour, 3 hour block, I don't have to think about it. Like it feels good to me. Like. So, I'm not like an alcoholic or nothing like that, but
no, we know what you mean.
Because American culture pushes alcoholism.
You see it in movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you know anything about other countries or you visited or paid attention to anything else besides America, it's like they want us to be fat and drunk all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's because if we are that way, then we're lethargic and won't fight against certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have a question that you guys brought up, and it's not on the list, but being that y'all are Black men that grew up in America, are y'all both from the South?
Yeah, I'm from South Carolina.
Well, Texas, yeah.
Texas is the South.
Stop it.
Texas is definitely the South.
Yeah, they be trying to get us because when in Dallas, like it's weird. Like it depends on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, since y'all both Southern gentlemen, have you ever been in a place where being Black men in the South, you feel like they have kind of like forced you to suppress your emotions?
100%.
Workplace, relationships, anything like that. Y'all got an
100%.
example?
Yeah, I think me growing up in the South and then like old school parents, my parents are in their 60s. So I had all those old school values. So like a man shouldn't cry. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or like toughen up. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a large family. So I have a bunch of uncles, like 7 uncles. So it's like, as soon as you do, so as soon, you know the South, you know, they all have kids. But as soon as you kind of like, you show a little bit of emotion, you show this, it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Like what you doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Toughen up. You might get a little punch on the arm or something like that, like toughen up. So I think it's definitely a thing, especially in the South, it's kind of like, again, like those old school values and just like, you just got to figure it out. At the end of the day, my dad always say, are you man or you mouse? Which one you going to choose? So you never really had that. Even saying that, you don't got no option.
You can't be a man can have emotions and man, okay.
I'm just saying.
That's a bad, okay. I get it, but it puts y'all in a bad situation as men, and actually to be able to communicate with your spouses when y'all get into relationships as adults. So
let me tell you what I feel like that how I don't think it has anything to do with the South part, but I think social media is allowing men, the focus is men, correct?
Correct.
Okay, men to not show those emotions, right? Social media, like on what we see every single day, scrolling down, scrolling, and Justin LaBoy, LA Boy, whatever he be putting on his stuff, it's like, I don't know if y'all know who he is.
No, because who did you say?
I was
It's just an LA boy.
I think it's Justin LaBoy.
It's Justin LaBoy.
Does he be on the Shade Room?
Yeah, I think he be on there sometimes.
I have no idea who, but it's just what he be putting on there. It's just
it's wild.
It's wild.
It's definitely wild.
But it just shows different like social videos of like how the men are supposed to do this, and then if you express yourself to a woman or a young lady, then you look weak.
Yeah, you look weak. Yeah.
You know, and then because, I mean, my opinion that if you express yourself to a woman or a lady, she'll may go run and tell friends about this dude right here ain't, you know what I'm saying, like woo type stuff, and then you hear through the grapevine, like, dang, like, you know, you can't just, you know what I'm saying?
You can't even be yourself with someone for fear of them talking about you behind your back.
But don't you think that that's the reason why you have to vet the woman that you're with?
Oh, 100%.
Because if you're not vetting her and you just telling everybody your business or your emotions and things, then you don't know if she gonna go tell her friends or not. If you vetting her and you're saying, okay, I really like her, I don't think that she's gonna go back to her friends, then, you know.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Sure. Yeah.
So based on what he just said, have y'all ever like experienced that where a guy kind of did that to y'all and y'all just kind of like, I don't know.
Where we thought he was emotional?
Yeah, maybe emotional, maybe a little weak.
I can answer that. So, when I was in my early 20s, yes. So I dated a guy and he used to cry a lot. And it bothered me that he cried so much. I was like, bruh, you cry more than me. It's like, and he would always say, you're not mean, but the things you say, they can be taken as mean, and I would hurt his feelings. That was 20-something-year-old me. Now, I done developed since then. I've made some strides and progress in my emotional IQ.
And that's good.
So that's good.
We applaud you for that.
So, but back then, I was that person that was like, bruh.
And I think a lot of women are like that, but you have to, the older that you get, you have to see, okay, I can't say everything. I have to have this filter. I have to, you know, be in my feminine energy and be like, okay, he's saying that he's reaching out to me, or he's saying that, you know, very vulnerable things to me. And so I can't just be going, girl, he over here saying that, blah, 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 blah. You can't do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because the trending topic, I guess the word is like, if a man expresses himself or act out in a certain way, like we spicy.
Oh,
sassy.
But some men do be sassy though. Some of y'all do be sassy. Not y'all, but
they say it's the sassy man apocalypse. That's what it is. The sassy man apocalypse. It's because some
men want to be the prize. They want to be in the passenger seat princess. Like that's what they want to be. They don't want to be an actual man. Like, okay, I'm gonna put my foot down and say blah 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 blah, or they don't want to be an actual man.
Control. I'm gonna Yeah.
I want to be 50-50. I want to be,
man.
like.
But we
But
talked about 50-50
last week.
hold on.
Yeah, that's a
But
whole,
this is the sassiness that I'm talking about. Like, you got to pay half to be with me, or
Yeah.
I want to be, pampered, or
Yeah.
and it's okay for a woman to pamper a man. Let me show you I'm okay with treating
It goes
you
both
but
ways. The thing that I feel like social media does nowadays is makes it about one partner or the other. Either the man is gonna get all the love or the woman gonna get all the love.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be like that.
Mhm.
We're supposed to be sharing it equally to each other.
Yes.
Yeah, we live in a patriarchal society, so that
Very.
it makes a man that like focal point
Yeah.
at the same time. So because of that, he's that focal point. It kind of like stretches both of them out.
Mhm.
And now you really have to define your role. And now that we're defining our roles, we just gonna fight about, because it's like, I'm doing this, you doing this. Okay, well, who gonna do it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
The example that I gave on our last episode, we were talking about what is your idea of a traditional marriage.
Mhm.
Y'all could answer that too.
Mhm.
But the example was like, if the baby needs a diaper changed, are you gonna wait and look for your wife to get that diaper changed, or are you
Yeah.
just gonna change the baby diaper yourself? Because some men expect women
To
do
do.
everything for children and household,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna do anything.
yeah.
That's some of those old school mentalities
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
But then you have, I feel like the generation now, because my brother's a dad, he do a lot.
Yeah.
He change diapers, do everything.
Mhm.
So it goes both ways, but if y'all were in a relationship, how would y'all?
Well, we don't know.
Identify
You
that.
can't just assume. We don't know
I'm
if they're in a
I'm gonna
relationship.
get that done. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
we can't
with the
assume.
baby.
I'm gonna clean the house. I don't like a dirty house. Like,
Yeah, facts.
I'm going to wash those dishes. Like, I got it.
Because everybody's working 40 hours, maybe 40 plus
Yeah.
hours a
Mhm.
week. So one responsibility should not fall on either. I'm going to ask the question since we didn't ask. Are y'all in relationships now or no?
Yes.
Single? Yes.
I'm
Yes.
courting someone, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can apply this practically to
Mhm.
y'all's relationships that you're currently in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And apply this into a way that, what do I do when I'm with my spouse? How would I want to treat her? What are my expectations from her in that relationship also?
Mhm.
So in order for you guys to be emotionally healthy, what do you need from your spouse?
Mm.
What can your woman do for you to make you feel that comfort and that ability to be vulnerable with her?
I think I can kind of, if you want me to start,
Yeah.
I think communication is a big one.
Mhm.
And also a woman that's nurturing. Because I'm not gonna lie, nowadays it's kind of hard to find
It's
that. a little
supposed
bit.
to be in you.
Yeah, but
But it ain't.
Yeah,
And
you
some-
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
some of them it ain't.
Somebody that communicating that's nurturing, because like as men, we go through, especially black men, we go through a lot. Every single day, like it don't matter where you at, you're kind of looking around and like, okay, how am I being perceived?
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How do I have to talk? Code switching, all kind of stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes.
And then you're automatically like, you're supposed to be the breadwinner. You're supposed to be. So it's so many like responsibilities on you
Mhm.
that communication is somebody that's nurturing that's just like, I see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether that's like physical touch, it's like a touch on the arm of like, look, I see you doing your
I got
thing.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
I got you. And I think that's what we need, because nobody wants a woman that's just like talking to one of the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want.
Exactly.
I might as well just talk to the homies. Like,
Exactly.
what you here for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
sure.
think those are like two big things that
Yeah.
I think men need to.
So communication and nurturing.
Yeah.
Communication for sure.
Communication is tough.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like when we were younger, like, and everybody probably can attest to this now, going through relationships and just whatever we was going through situationships, we'll hear like an older person say communication is key. We like, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
communication and talking is two different
Different
words.
things.
Yeah, facts.
You heard me?
That's
Two
it.
different
Right
Come on
there.
now.
Right.
That's
Two
it right
different
there.
words. Like, and I'm just now at the age of 36 trying figuring that out.
Mhm.
Like talking.
You early.
Yeah.
Because some of them men don't figure it out till 46.
Okay.
You early. I'm proud of you.
Right,
Go
right,
ahead.
Mhm.
I just feel like communication is when you comprehending
Mm-hmm.
your partner or whoever you're dealing with,
Mhm.
right? And talking is you just hearing them.
Yeah, it's the difference between listening to understand and listening
Yeah.
to
To
respond.
respond, yeah.
Yes, there you go, right
That's
there.
it.
right
I know
there.
That's it right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
And what my dad told me was you want to find someone that's like your mom.
Mm.
That's what he told me. That's how I was raised. Like, cool. So, all the characteristics you see in your mom and stuff like that, you want to find in a woman,
Mm.
right? Because she made sure we had, food and clothes and money in our pockets, and
Y'all weren't worried.
nah,
Yeah.
Because
at
mama
all.
had it taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to find those things, and it takes time to find that in a woman as
partner.
well. But you have to, be patient, number one, and have to allow her to do that. You have to present yourself in a manner
That she wants
that she
to
wants
do that.
to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I was about to say that. Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
type stuff. So
Yeah.
we still run around, being silly and stuff. Like she like,
I ain't gonna take you serious as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't get the same version of you. Everybody
Mm-mm.
doesn't deserve
Facts.
the wifely
That's
or the
true.
husbandly
Mhm.
version
That's
of you.
facts.
That's true.
So you have to be really careful about which people you share that part of you with.
Mhm.
Right. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, do you guys feel that you're emotionally healed from past traumas? You're not emotionally healed just all the way, but from past traumas, do you think that you're emotionally healed?
I don't think I really had any passive. We talking like relationship stuff, or
Relationship
just
trauma.
It could be just in general,
Yeah.
just past traumas from growing up, from relationships, parents, siblings, whatever.
Yeah, I think I've yes, because I've taken anger management before.
Okay.
Yeah, like because I was just, it wasn't like I just wanted to just fight or beat up everybody. Like it was
But
just
sometimes you just pop
people
off.
had me like messed up. Like so,
And you
I-
didn't know how to express it, so you had to,
yeah,
that's
take
real.
that anger management
But
That's
to
real.
it.
right, I was like, all right. So mama put me. I was young, 23. It was young. I was on mama insurance still. Like that last year, I think it's like 23.
Mhm.
When and so I did like 8 classes, and it helped because to this day, because when I feel myself getting to a point, I literally still use those like count to
Coping
10
mechanisms.
and breathing
Yep.
and things like that.
Mhm.
And also, I think about, okay, what if I react to this situation? These are the consequences that can happen.
Mhm.
Can you afford these consequences to
'Cause
be in your life?
We got stuff to lose now.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, facts.
definitely.
Right.
And I say no, and I'm just like, okay, you got
Okay.
it. Like,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
But sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We gotta let people know.
It's your boundaries too. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
your
have to set
boundaries.
those
like,
boundaries.
yeah.
You have to let them know in a professional manner. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you can
As
do
much
it.
as you can.
As much as you
can. Look here now.
but sometimes we all still fall short. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
we still
It'd be
working
like
on
that,
It's a
though.
work in progress.
Yeah. I would say for me, definitely because, like I said before, I went to therapy. So going to therapy taught me a lot. It taught me how to be happy. I didn't know how to be happy.
Mhm.
That's crazy. I remember talking to my therapist. I was like, he was like, so, you kind of check in when you first come in. And he kept asking me, like, how you feeling 1 through 10, whatever. Are you happy? And I was just like, honestly, I don't really know what it means to be happy.
Mhm.
So he had me go through this whole like crazy exercise. And I just remember, if y'all want to explain the exercise, I can.
Go,
Yeah.
All right. So long story short, basically we were talking and he was like, all right, this is what I want you to do. Like, what was one time, like when you was a kid that you were just kind of like, you get lost in it? I was like, watching wrestling. So then he was like, okay, this is what I want you to do. He was like, who's your favorite wrestler? I was like, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Okay.
So he was like, this is what I want you to do. Put the phone down. I want you can put me on mute if you want, stuff like that, right? He said, go to YouTube and just do every move that Stone Cold Steve Austin does. I'm in my crib, jumping off the couch, slamming pillows, going crazy. I'm in there sweating, having a good time though. So when I came back to the phone, I'm just laughing. And he was like, that's happiness. I was like, dang. Like I've been missing. I feel like everything just kind of been moving around me for a long time.
Mhm.
And then that kind of helped out. And then I think also with that, it kind of taught me a little bit of how to, like when you're with a partner, you have to interact with that child in them. Because that's authentically who they are
Yes.
from the beginning, before the
Yeah.
world shaped them, before their parents shaped them. That's who they are. So when you see those little moments, you should interact with them
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So I think with all that stuff and going through therapy, like definitely healed, learning how to be in relationships, fixing my relationship with my mom. Because me and my mom kind of had like a weird relationship. That, and even in like relationships, just understanding where I had my mishaps at and understanding it was internally and what I need to fix. So definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's
I'm
good.
so glad that both of y'all mentioned therapy and anger management and actually reaching out for outside help
Mm-hmm.
because it is seen as taboo in our
Oh
community.
yeah, for sure.
Very
Like
true.
men or women, we shouldn't be reaching out for help. I went to therapy myself.
Yeah,
So
me too.
it's like, for me, I'm a big proponent of get the help that you need.
Mhm.
If our parents or grandparents had the same opportunities that we had, they probably would have took it.
Mhm.
But the fact is, we got more options than them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
even though we don't always recognize that. But yeah, our world is a little bit better than what they had.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
And
Yeah.
just with having jobs too, now your jobs offer the
Yeah,
the
free
yeah.
sessions.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
offer
So
those free
you
sessions.
can go to those. It's like 6 to 8 free sessions that you can
Mhm.
go to. So take
Mhm.
advantage of it
Yeah, for
because
sure.
it's, it's there.
And you know, society tells us that, well, back in the day, if we go to therapy, then you consider something wrong.
Yeah, something wrong with you. Yeah.
It is something
Like,
wrong.
I've
We try to
never-
figure it out.
Right. Like, I've never had a consistent therapy. Like, I've been thinking about it. I just got to look into my benefits, like,
Yeah.
to see how, just to go talk to somebody. Like, sometimes you just need somebody.
To talk to.
Yeah,
go talk
somebody
to
that you
and-
don't know.
Unbiased
and don't know your
opinion.
Unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
professional to ask
Yeah.
you that question about your happiness and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So,
Mhm.
I mean, I just got to look into it.
Yeah, it's good to use it.
For sure.
Well, y'all already answered the next question. Have you
We
ever
did?
been?
Oh, yeah, we doing it then.
We talking.
Okay, so what are some things that you look for in a woman emotionally? We kind of answered it, but we, just put a little salt on it. But
Things that we look for in a woman
emotionally,
emotionally.
hmm So, do you want your woman still like you can't talk to her, or like if you are talking to her, she's hearing you, she's not listening, she don't comprehend, she don't try to make it better, like things like that, like her
Yeah.
emotional wise, like what are you looking for?
Some we did talk about a lot of good stuff.
Emotionally healed women.
Yeah.
We make a difference in society too. So because if the man doesn't see us as a partner who is in touch with their own emotions,
Mm-hmm.
then it's probably gonna cause some kind of friction in the relationship.
For sure.
So would you guys look for a woman who is able to express herself without being loud, ghetto, obnoxious,
Definitely.
all those negative connotations that are put on Black women?
Yeah, I think a level head is probably like a big one too. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want nobody spazzing on me because I told them something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So definitely a level head somebody can come to and just kind of talk to, and they kind of be like, okay, I don't like what you said, but I
Right.
understand where you're coming from. So
That
I'm gonna
part.
take my emotion out of it and try to see you for where you're at right
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I think that's important too.
Because
So.
we all react off emotions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
We always. And also knowing your partner, going back to communication and understanding what they're saying. If she can only express herself when you're first talking by text messages or a letter or writing it down, do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Good advice.
let's
That's
start with a foundation first.
Yeah.
I learned that too.
That's-
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I'm guilty of this. Like what is it you want? Like what is it? You steady pounding, and they gonna steady push away.
Mhm.
So she feels comfortable just sitting in a long paragraph text message.
And you better read it.
Mhm.
Oh, you better
I
read
look
it.
better
at
not
it.
say
I'm
bet at
not
the
reading
end.
that.
I used to hate that too. I used to hate that too.
I'm not
You-
reading that. Like
You
it's
better
just-
not say bet at the
I
end.
skim.
Say, okay.
I skim.
You better not
I
say
skim
that.
Right.
through it.
Like, you better call me and tell me
Nah.
I
something.
say call me. But no, if that's her way of, expressing herself and then get to points and things like that.
Because I'll make a PowerPoint for you.
A
She
PowerPoint.
sure will.
What?
And you
Bring out
better
the
read
laser
all the
and
fine
everything.
You better read all the fine print too.
Slide 3.
Uh-huh.
Is that last slide gonna have questions and answers?
Probably.
Yes,
Right. Q&A.
Like,
Any
And we're
questions?
gonna have a follow-up session too.
Mhm. Did you catch everything?
Did
you understood?
do you understand?
Okay.
Because here's the thing for me personally, if I'm telling you up front and then you go and do it 6 months later, you can't say I ain't tell you.
Yeah.
Because I told you.
Yeah.
So if I say this is my deal breaker
Mhm.
and you go do it,
Yeah.
come on now.
And do you give grace?
I was about to say that too.
Ooh.
Because it's hard for people to change in that quick of a time frame. Like, you think 6 months isn't, like, that's a long time, but if somebody been doing it for 20 plus years,
yeah. Also
it's
true.
hard to kind of flip it.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well, yeah, it depends on the circumstance for sure.
Depends on the circumstances,
Yeah.
but also I had to learn that to give grace.
Mhm.
And I can't expect, because everybody didn't have the same childhood or the same experiences that I had. So
Mhm.
they're not going to process life the same way that I
Mhm.
process life.
Mhm.
So giving grace is something that women, we should do.
But you can only give
And
so
men
much
too.
grace.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can only
You can
give
only
so
give
much.
so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So
And don't play in my face either.
Please don't play in my face.
Don't play in my face.
So let me ask y'all this question. So when you're talking to someone or in a relationship, how long is it before you mention let's do couples therapy? Is that like just you do that
I
when
would
you're
say a
married,
year.
or boyfriend,
I would say a
girlfriend?
year.
Yeah, I would say
I would
if
say a
you
year.
if y'all are gonna be married, that's when y'all need to
Some
do
couples
that.
therapy.
If you're planning on marrying
If
this
you
person,
planning
if
on
you're
it.
not planning
You
on
don't-
it,
you don't feel like
then
that
You
it's
need to be in there if you
Okay.
ain't playing the
Yeah,
marriage.
because
But-
at this
but
point in
you-
time,
But I feel you though. I feel
But
you.
if you're dating someone
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
like that person, and then after maybe a year, you're like,
That's too much time.
Yeah,
this ain't-
a year,
because
long time.
people, but
About 3
people
months.
change.
you got about 3 months.
People
on
change,
cool.
and people have their representatives, so they can.
That's facts, though. That's
they
facts.
can hold that representative out for
For
a
a
long time.
yeah.
Some people can hold it out for a long time, but I would say a year top. And if you're not trying to talk about marriage or any, like at this big age,
You gotta catch
At
those
this
like
big age, yeah.
yeah.
at this big age, then you can move on. But if
Mhm.
we, we pressing on, we like, okay, this, you done met my mama, you done came over for Christmas and stuff.
Dang.
Let's go. Then
That hit different.
we need to
Yeah.
start talking about, some kind of couples,
Mhm.
therapy.
Because I feel like if you go into a relationship with a strong foundation that you guys communicate together,
Mhm.
even when the tough things happen, y'all are more likely to work through it than somebody being closed off and just going, okay, it's over, I'm tired of it.
Mhm.
I
For sure.
think
Yeah.
religion too is a big thing. Like if you have a very a prayer life, you go to church, like
Mhm.
pray with your partner. If that's something that y'all want, pray with them and see if it's something that's gonna work out. Because if you can't pray together, then we can't stay together.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts.
Those are hard.
100%.
Those the hard conversations that you gotta have.
Yeah.
And you
It's
gotta have
hard.
them.
Like it's so hard.
Yeah.
Like it's uncomfortable and things like that. We try to stay away from, but it ain't always.
But it
when you
shouldn't be
rainbow.
uncomfortable.
It should be uncomfortable.
No, it shouldn't be. With religion, like if you are a Christian person, I'm a Christian person, it shouldn't be a hard conversation about prayer and all of that. Like it shouldn't be hard.
I think it's going to be hard for certain people.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of people they only build their relationships at surface level. And going into your religious preferences is something that's deeper, that's going to tie you to somebody. And if you weren't raised in the church, or if it's something that you are just growing new in your Christianity yourself, because everybody's not an established Christian.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And so it may be uncomfortable for that type of person. Like I dated someone where I felt like he was more established as a Christian than I am.
It can be intimidating.
And it's
yeah.
intimidating
Mhm.
because it's like he would have a Bible verse for everything.
And that's
And
fine.
I'd be like, hold on, let me Google it real
I
quick.
feel like that's fine because there's a time and a season for everybody.
Mhm.
So God may have sent that person into your life to say, okay, I'm going to send him so you can become stronger in me.
Yeah,
And that's what I feel like
So
too.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like the intimidation, it could be there, but it's also like a stepping stone for you to
Also true.
level up just a little bit in your personal life. So I wouldn't say it needs to be like intimidating or kind of like, ooh, I don't want to talk to them about that
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
Not that
'cause
I
if
don't
I'm
want
trying
to, but
if
you
I'm trying
need
to
to.
get married,
Yeah.
I need to know if you're going to get on your knees and pray for me.
I need to
or
know how you
pray
raising
for
these
me in the
children,
car.
because a lot of people have told me that their marriages were fine until they had kids. And then when it came to how they were raising their children, that's where the headbutting
Yeah,
and the
makes sense.
issues
Yeah, you got to
came.
talk about that.
Mhm.
So I feel like that is very important.
Yeah.
I actually asked that question. You want to raise the kids as Christians, or what you think, or how you feel about this and things like that? That's important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very
I'm a firm
important.
believer that like you gotta have those conversations early.
Mhm.
Like
First
it's
3
uncomfortable. I think so. Yeah,
but
really.
I'm talking about, like, for me, in my opinion, after the third date, if I done went on 3 dates with you,
Then you know it's
then I know I like you.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
Just
I
a
know I
little
like
bit.
you. I know I
Just a
like
little
you.
bit.
Would you rather have that uncomfortable conversation now or go through turmoil later?
That
You know what I'm
part.
saying?
Try and have
Yeah, come
it,
on
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because that junk
Yeah.
gonna bring you down.
Break
after
it
that.
down
Yeah.
later. In 15 years, y'all got 3 kids, and then now y'all having this conversation you should have had back in 2020.
And could have avoided all this.
Could have avoided all of it. True.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But some people just may not know how to express themselves. It goes back to the original, questions that we talked about earlier on in the segment. So, but
and that's why we try to promote that, because we want to promote it to Black women and Black men. Well, promote it to everybody, but specifically our African American community, because we know that our community has all these different taboos and things like that. We want to talk about it. Y'all can talk about it. Y'all can get it out. Like judgment-free zones, they really do exist. You just have to find that person that you trust, because I hate the way social media is now. Everybody want to record everything. And it's not, you don't feel as safe with people as you should.
I was just about to say, if I could add something to that, especially when it comes to relationships, protect your partner.
Yes.
Like, a lot of times you want to put stuff on social media, like you said, but then also too, it's like you talk to your friends about it,
that part.
your parents, your people, and every time that person comes in, it's like they looking at them like,
and you can't tell them all the bad things or the issues that
because you can't bring it back,
because they don't love them the way that you love them.
You can't bring it back. Not everybody looking at them crazy and stuff like that.
So are y'all okay if y'all partner don't tag y'all or post y'all if y'all had a nice evening? Y'all took pictures?
That's fine.
I would prefer him not to.
Not to tag you?
Like right now, and tag me on the wedding day. Don't tag me before that.
Right.
Like
preach.
In real,
I mean, you can tag me, but you ain't gotta put my picture.
Because
don't even tag me. Just
right. Because soon as you get tagged, his DM's finna be mad. They finna be upset.
And mine
His
too.
DMs.
Yeah, and mine too. Who is that?
They
Harpo, who
finna be
this
upset.
man?
They were trying to find out who that person is.
Go through your followers.
Yeah, all
Send
of
them a message.
Yeah.
And like, come on.
I just was talking to her 3 months ago. And you got dismissed, sir. Carry on.
Yeah.
See, and that's a good
Definitely.
response right there, because I'm like, well, I mean, it is what I would hope my lady would be like, well, I mean, so bad.
Sorry.
Your bad. I'm
so
so glad y'all failed, because I'm happy.
Right?
So I don't know.
If somebody came and told me that right now about the person that I'd be like, good. Your bad,
loss.
sis.
Your loss. Your loss.
He picked good dates.
And pay for everything.
Man, oh man.
For sure.
All right, y'all. So I think that's the end of our topic this week. That was some really good questions.
Y'all gave us really good feedback. We really appreciate it.
Nah, for sure. We appreciate y'all.
So we have our Aunties Friends business this week. So we got Mila B Styles. She's a local DFW hairstylist. She does locks, she do sew-ins, she do braids, she do
Come on, Mila.
everything. So she's here in I want to say Oak Cliff.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to look at the thing again. But her IG is Mila B the Stylist. So y'all hit her up if y'all need a stylist. Where can they find us, friend?
They can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, everywhere.
Everywhere. LinkedIn.
You can find us everywhere you need. And we do have a link tree that's in all of our bios that you can link to and find everything Aunties and Mimosas.
Yes. Get your printified stuff too.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys, where can we find y'all on your? So if you want to put your social medias out there.
That guy _row RO.
Yeah, but for me, Dev the Developer, TikTok, Instagram, you'll be able to find me.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out again. And this ends our episode this week. Thank you guys for coming out. Bye.
I know you wanna get away, and you need time to yourself. Feeling so overwhelmed with problems, seems like nothing can solve it. Know you need a mental break. Well, come on and pull up a chair and have some fun with a couple friends just like you. Oh, this is Aunties and